Good morning from Bali, everyone. It's Anifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I was thinking about the innocence of children, and I thought that it was such a good time to actually share this idea with you in terms of innocence. And I think a lot of us have some idea of innocence, and we certainly can see it in children, sometimes in pets and animals. And, yesterday I just had this wonderful experience with elephants, and I definitely felt that energy of innocence. And today, I thought I would talk about this a little bit with you because a lot of spirituality or religion talks about entering other realms with this energy of innocence. And we will say that man has fallen from that space of innocence as our ego develops, and he or she has. And oftentimes, this is necessary for gaining confidence and learning about the world around us. And oftentimes, we lose that innate quality of innocence. So, I thought I would share a few quotes with you, of course. But the first one I thought I would start with, it doesn't have an actual author, but it says, excuse me as I clear my throat, I may look innocent, but I screenshot a lot. So it says, I may look innocent, but I screenshot a lot. And what does that mean today? Today, of course, we know that there's so much done on media and there's so much, we'll even say copying. But if we think of our brains as computers that screenshot a lot, this is what we do. This is if I am meeting someone and I have taken a screenshot of our last experience together, and I have. In fact, every experience has been a screenshot in my mind. And those experiences add up to my knowledge from the past, which then filters through my mind today. And I now look at the person that I'm seeing today with all of those screenshots clouding my vision of today of the person in front of me. And this is something for us all to reflect on because we all gather things. Some things are good, some things are not so good. And things that help us have love and compassion for the people that we're meeting, fantastic screenshots. Yet which are the ones that the mind holds on to? They're the ones that are not so easy, the ones that are a little bit fear-laden or worry focused, because our minds are used to looking out for our well-being, and this provides us some security. If I already know from some experience a screenshot of this person can be not kind to me, I will have a little bit of distance between myself and this person. So I'm not truly seeing them for the person they are today. And this is what all of us do. And we do this whether it's in terms of people, we do it in terms of places, we do it in terms of life. And today I'd love for you to reflect on this, because when we think about innocence, it requires a mind that is not filled with all these screenshots. It requires this innocent mind. And I thought I'd share this next quotation, which is by Paulo Coelho. And it says, a child can teach an adult three things: to be happy for no reason, to always be busy with something, and to know how to demand with all his might that which he desires. And this is such a lovely thing, right? We know that kids are often smiling, and certainly laughter yoga taught me that a long time ago, that kids smile and laugh so much more, whether waking or sleeping. Kids are in that space, and we can watch them, and we can either look at them and say, oh, I remember those days, or we can actually be in that day right now, right here, right now. When we see that, it's to remind us. And then to always be busy with something. And I was certainly a child like this, that I could just find anything. I could find, some fluff in the ground and dandelions, of course, weeds, all sorts of simple things, insects, plants, people. There's just so much interesting around for children, isn't there? And there's always something to be busy with. And oftentimes with adults, I know that when I'm working with people with brain retraining, it's this whole idea of keep busy, but make sure you've got something to show for it. So if we've been busy all day, maybe even sleeping, and we've needed sleep because we haven't been sleeping, to tell another person, we might be a little bit embarrassed because we're judging ourselves of, well, that wasn't productive. But if I do something productive, I feel good that, oh, I got this done, and that's good, and that's what I can share. And the fact is, a child doesn't really care. It's, yeah, I slept all day, it's fine. And they don't even think about the time, usually. It's the parents or friends around that are like, you slept all day? Yep. And it's so simple for children, whereas adults have made it much more complicated. And sometimes meeting with each other or even doing our work becomes a lot less easy than it can be if we keep this lightheartedness of a child, this innocence energy as part of our day. And this final thing was to demand, or know how to demand, with all his might, that which he desires. And this is interesting because a lot of times we don't believe that we can actually achieve everything we can desire, or that we do desire. We kind of know what our desires are, but we think that that's not realistic. And what has happened is a lot of times people, friends, family, and ourselves have convinced ourselves that we can't do something that is actually within our reach, or maybe it's just a little bit extended from our reach. Well, isn't that how we walked initially? Isn't that how we started talking initially? That it was something that just seemed a little bit more than what we could do, yet we did it because we believed in ourselves, we believed we could. And this is the joy of children. This is something that, again, a lot of adults have moved beyond and have started limiting ourselves. We start limiting ourselves with how we think and how we speak and how we act through our days. And today I would love for you to sit for 5 minutes after this video and just think about the things that are childlike innocence for you. And whether it's laughing, whether it's playing, whether it's just being in this moment, do it, because there is no time like now. And bring back that childlike energy, because that energy is a space of creation. This is the space which knows no bounds. So this is the space that we can all love to live from and share with the world around us, because this is an easy space. We have trained ourselves in society and the world in different countries all over the world about life is a little bit more serious. And today I'd love for you to take things a little bit lightly. So lighter or lightly, I hope that you will leave this video lightly, and I hope that today you will spend at least 5 minutes to be in that light space of a child. And then finally, I wanted to finish with one last quotation, and this is by Nirmala Srivastava. And this quotation says, "Wisdom comes only with innocence." Wisdom comes only with innocence. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I speak about the mind. The mind can develop knowledge, it can develop intellect, but it does not develop wisdom. Wisdom is already there. Wisdom requires that clarity of mind, which we could say is either through prayer or meditation is a great way, but it's also from just peaceful minds. And peaceful minds allow the space for wisdom to flood our minds. And this is what I wish for all of us. I wish you a fantastic day ahead. I hope you're doing fantastic. And I hope you remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.